Hi, I'm Catherine Mora, and I'm a book coach working with coaches, speakers, and entrepreneurs to help them write a quality book and get it out into the world. Today's topic is, are there too many books in the world already, and do we need another one? So my short answer to this would be no, there's not too many. At least there's never enough quality books out in the world. So I'll ask you the question, do you still read books, whether that be audiobooks on your digital device or paperbacks? I'm very into paperbacks at the moment and actually brought my stack of books in here. So at the moment I'm reading this one, and I'm going to slide this because it's going to be easier than me dropping it. Okay, so you can't see this stack of books. Here is a stack of books from next to my bed. So yes, many of us are still reading books because lots of my friends have exactly the same type of stack of books. And that's because I'm reading this one and I take it in my handbag. I read this one with my 7-year-old. I also read that one every night because it's like a daily thing where, you read it at night and then you put it into practice the next day. And then I just finished this one a couple of days ago. That's still in the pile because I wanted to check something again. I put a couple of bookmarks in there. And then I've got another couple because they've all got sort of different themes. I actually haven't started a few of them. They're ready. But a couple of them I've read parts of, and then I'm going to apply something, and then I come back later. And most of the people I know in the coaching world, consultants, people who are doing self-development, are reading books all the time. And therefore, I would say that there is always room for more books. Now, I read books because either I've heard about them on a podcast, or I read something about them, or they were mentioned in a blog, or one of my peers has recommended them. So I'm sure you've seen some of those posts on social media where someone will say, can you recommend any great self-development books or management books, or, whatever the topic is. And they'll have so many responses of people saying, oh, have you read this? Have you read that? Have you read this? Have you read that? How great would it be for your book to be one of those? That's what keeps me going. One of my larger purpose, my bigger purpose, is thinking about the end reader of my clients' books. So think about the end people reading your book and how it can inspire and change them, and then they tell their friends about it. That makes me excited, so I'm sure it does for you as well. But on those threads, there's always a lot of follow comments because other people are always wanting to know what books to read. I actually asked it the other day if anyone knew self-development books for children. I had so many people put comments on there because people are wanting their children to learn. So definitely there's more room for that because people still love books. They still love learning. They still love being inspired. They love finding new authors. You can use the book as a tool in your business. You don't need it to be a bestseller and need everyone in the world to read it. You need to be focused in your lane and with your objective in mind of how you're going to use that book to reach certain goals in your business, raising your profile, opening doors of opportunity. And, another question that's related to this that I get asked is, what would I do if someone has already written a book the same as mine? Should I bother to write it? The answer to that would be your book is always going to be unique and different. Even if it's the same kind of topic, your approach is going to be different. Your voice is going to be different. Your tone is going to be different. Your structure is going to be different. Your audience might be different. And even if it's the same-ish audience, that other person might not appeal to your audience. And, vice versa. Maybe you won't appeal to their audience. Either way, there's enough success out there for everybody. Because if you stay in your own lane and you have your own objective and your own strategy, your book can still bring you lots of opportunity and lots of success. So I would say don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Don't worry about the books that are already out there. All you can do is write the best book that you can write. Put time into writing it. Put time into editing it. Do a great book cover. Make sure you have a strategy. Make sure you build your audience. Make sure you do all the things that you should be doing to get the book seen. And then you don't have to worry about what other books are there. You just put out the best quality book you can. If you're going to put out a crappy quality book, then yes, the world has enough crappy quality books right now, but we could always use high quality books. So if you think you have an idea for a book and you're just sort of holding off because you're not sure, comment below and we'll arrange to have a private chat. You can PM me at any time, ask me questions, and we can set up a call to brainstorm about your book. More than happy to help. And I hope this has been helpful and inspired you to finally get your book out into the world. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.